Hello and welcome. We are so excited to be demoing the Castles of Tuscany today. I'm Tuck.
And I'm Chelsea.
And we are brand ambassadors with Ravensburger. And like I said, we are demoing the Castles of Tuscany, which we're really excited to showcase.
Yeah, and so a little bit of information about this game. So it is for ages 10 and up, 2 to 4 players. The playing time is roughly about 45 to 60 minutes. And it is priced at $45.99 and is available on Amazon in the US. And then just to also give a shout out, one of the things, Castles of Tuscany is designed by Stephen Feld, and he also is known for other games of Ravensburger, such as Castles of Burgundy, one of our all-time favorites. And Carpe Diem. And so we are very excited. We have loved Castles of Tuscany, and so let's talk a little bit more about this game.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the premise before we kind of get into the board game itself.
All right, so as an influential prince in the 15th century Tuscany, you must make creative decisions in order to build your region into flourishing domain. So by supporting towns, villages, and monasteries, or by extracting marble and delivering goods, you will see your lands grow and earn victory points. And so each round, you'll use cards to place useful tiles in order to expand your region and to gain new opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, we've got all the game components laid out for a two-player game, and everything is really kind of self-explanatory once you get used to it, and all the pieces really work together really well. It has a lot of reminiscent pieces to Castles of Burgundy, if you've played that. Like I said, it's our one of our favorite all-time games from Stefan Feld, and so we really enjoy all the different pieces in this. So I think we can kind of go ahead and get started here. We've got our point board here, and you'll notice there's 2 different tracks, and we'll kind of talk about that as we go into the scoring. You score after each of the 3 rounds. We've got a few different pieces here that we'll use that we'll earn as we play. We've got some cards over here, and then we have our individual game boards. And pull that in a little bit. This kind of talks about a few different things. Up at the top, you'll see this is where we're keeping our individual tiles. And those are great because they help keep track of rounds as well. You have some point scoring here for 1, 2, and 3 size plots, and we'll talk about that here in a second. And then we also have some notes here on the side as far as what each of the colored tiles do. And as we play through those, we'll talk about what each of them do.
Yes.
And then here is the most important part. They come in 3 different pieces, and so every player gets these and kind of gets to assemble them how they want. And then this will be kind of our opportunity to build. And so the different colors here represent the different color tiles, and so we'll have to match those as we play. So without further ado, I think we need to go ahead and get started. We're going to get a few cards each to start with. And these will be used as we play to help us play tiles down. And then for each turn, you can do one of 3 things. You can either draw a region card, which are the things that we've just picked up. Those are used to help you play tiles out. You can draw a tile from the common supply here. Or you can play, and so when you take a tile from the common supply, you'll have to put it onto your board, the space here, and then it takes another turn to play it from your board here into your area. So one last thing we need to do before we get started is we need to pick kind of a bonus. So Chelsea is going to be going first. We have a few bonus tiles here that kind of help extra things. So you could get a tile to help you draw an extra card whenever you draw cards, or an extra place to store. An extra place to store those tiles, which is great. Since it does take that turn to get those out. Extra stones when you get stones, and we'll talk about those, but those are useful for doing extra things. Workers, and if you've played Castles of Burgundy, the workers are very useful.
Very helpful.
They're very helpful in this game as well to help you if you don't have exactly what you need. And then we have these these extra cards as well, kind of bonus cards here when you get to play those from the path icons.
Yep.
And if you have an extra bonus there, you can do an extra one of that. So Chelsea, you get to pick first. What would you like your bonus tile to be?
I would like an extra space.
That's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I really want to build off of that and definitely kind of add more.
And this, and you can kind of see the 2 there. That is a 2 in a green point. So you actually get
I'll kind of show that off.
2 points on the green track.
Yeah. See, I like that
right
already too. Just already starting in the lead.
In the lead, yeah. I think I'm going to pick an extra card.
Yeah.
And so when I draw, instead of drawing 2 cards, I'll be drawing 3.
Which
so
is nice as
a little bit better to hopefully help me get some out.
Yeah.
And then we start with a castle, the dark green token here. And we need to choose where to put that. You should have 3 spots, and I like to put mine kind of centrally located, because as you play, you'll have to play it off of this, somewhere touching.
I'm going to do the opposite.
Interesting.
I'm not going centrally located. I want to go over here.
All right. All right. Then we are all set up.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, it's your turn first.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
walk us through.
All right. So I'm going to choose to take a tile. And I would like to actually take this path tile right here and kind of show that off. And so, as Tuck mentioned, the path tile, they kind of give you those special kind of bonus cards, if you will. And so once I play that, I will be able to access that. So I would like that.
Awesome.
I'm going to put it there.
Now, the way that these tiles work is that when you take a tile, you will replenish from your own stack, from the leftmost stack. And like I said, that kind of works to help keep track of the turns, because when any player runs out in that first stack, that's the end of the first round.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
all right, I'm going to kind of look at my cards here
I know.
and see the tiles out as well.
See, you were explaining, so I was able to kind of look ahead and know what I might have wanted to go for.
Yeah. All right. There's a few that I like, but
there are some really great ones out.
yeah, I think I'm gonna start with. This one here.
All right.
Yeah. These are great. So these are like mines, and eventually when I play it, it's gonna help me get a stone, and I'm kind of hoping that'll help me kind of get a bit of an early lead. So remember, when you take it, you put it into your spot and then replace with your own.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to take another tile since I have those 2 spots, and I don't have to worry about that right now. Oh, and let me show that. So I'm going to take this blue tile here, and that will help later. I have some plans with that. I have some things that I can possibly do, since we'll talk about it when I play it, but I get kind of a special little thing with that blue tile. And hopefully that will work. I'll replace that.
All right. I like that tile. So
Yes.
I really like the tile that just came out. So there are a few different, with all of the different tiles.
It's kind of floating.
This one's floating. It's on a green background, which doesn't work great with our green screen. But the harvest ones have different kinds of crops.
Yes.
This one is special because it actually has 2 crops on that
kinda...
one, and so it'll give you kind of 2 points when you
Yes.
play it, which is wonderful. The problem is, since I took a tile last time and I don't have that bonus, I can't really take that unless I want to just throw this tile away, which is like a wasted turn. So, unfortunately, I also misread my cards and I don't have the cards to play it. So, I'm going to take my turn to draw some cards, and since I have this extra one, I will get 3 cards when I draw. So.
All right. Well, since I no longer can take any spaces, I'm actually going to go ahead and place a tile. And so I have 2 of those path cards, and so I will turn those in. And I'm going to kind of put those off to the side here as our discard. And I will place that. I would like it to go up here. Then I will get one of these.
Yeah, so again, each tile, when you lay it, will have some action. And so this one is when you lay that path tile, you automatically get one of these cards. So what did you get?
So I got a stone.
Wonderful. So
Which is
stone
nice.
will go in the stone spot there, and
Thank
we'll
you.
hold on to it until you want to play it.
Yeah. And kind of while you think about your turn, I just want to point out like how beautiful this game is. I love just how gorgeous this board is. I love the colors and it just pops. And then as you guys can see, just the colors on the game and all of the artwork and just the description. I just feel like they're very Stefan Feld is very known for this, especially with like Castles of Burgundy and Carpe Diem, just those very illustrated and a lot of information, and I just think it's beautiful. And I just want to acknowledge that. It's so pretty.
And one of my favorite parts in all of his games, and this one especially, is just how well he gives information just from pictures.
Just from pictures, yeah. It's just so well done.
All right, so I still don't have what I'm looking for to play this, so I'm going to draw a few more cards. Luckily, there's no maximum hand size, so if nothing else, this is kind of getting me ready for later in the game.
Don't forget, you can also always play 2 cards as a wild if you need to as well.
Yeah, and I'm getting quite a few cards. I may do that. So, in general, it takes 2 cards of a certain color in order to play that tile. But you can always trade in, like Chelsea was saying, if you don't have 1 card, you can trade in 2 of any other cards to be a wild.
Yep.
And if you don't have any cards that match what you need, you could trade in 2 for each of those. So a total of 4 cards, which, like I said, I'm getting pretty close to maybe being able to do that.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. I was trying to jump ahead while you were talking. I'm going to take cards this round, and so that will be your turn.
Yeah. Chelsea only gets to draw 2 because she doesn't have that extra bonus tile like I do.
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of missing that.
I'm in a bad spot because I've only got that one.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go ahead. I did get 1 card that matched, and I will get rid of 2 other ones so that I can play that. So I will play those cards in order to put this from that spot here. And again, those have to touch. And when I play the silver, I get a stone.
Yep.
So I'll hold on to that.
All right. I'm going to go ahead
and actually,
yes.
I'm going to go ahead
You're going to go ahead and use it? All right.
So the stone allows you to play take an extra action.
Yep.
So I could draw cards, take one, or put another one out. I am going to turn that in, since I got it, to immediately snag
that field,
that 2 crop field, and make sure that I get a hold of that. And then I will replace it with one of mine. And I put out a 2 crop field.
Very nice, very nice. You know, I was going to draw cards, but since that happened and it seems to be a thing, I'm going to go ahead and take that as well, because I would also like those points. So, all right, and let me replace that.
Ooh, the red tiles are great as well.
They are great.
Okay. I think what I need to do, and since I can do it, I'm going to go ahead and play this out. So I do have 2 light green cards. I'm going to play this, and I will put it here. Now, I do need to go back because... Oh, no, we did it right.
Yep.
I love doing things right ahead of time. So I will pass it on to you then.
All right, but don't forget to give yourself points because you did play with
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the green ones, those crop fields, give you points when you play them, and so that's kind of their special, is that they give you points.
Yeah, and it shows it right there as well.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
You will get points when you fill in colors. None of us have done that yet, but those green ones just give you points, and so I have 2 crops there. And so I will get 2 points on the green track, tying me with you.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have told you, but I thought I would be nice.
I appreciate the honesty.
All right. I am going to draw cards this turn. Oof. All right, your turn.
All right. Let's see. I don't really have anything in my hand that will get me ready. So since I only have that 1 spot, instead of locking myself in, I think I'm going to draw cards first so that I know what I need to pick up.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at, where I have these 2 tiles that I super love, but I haven't really quite reached. And I might have to do what you did of doing a wild card kind of. I'm going to draw 2 more as I'm doing it already. So it is back to your turn.
Okay. All right, I will.
What you gonna
do? I know. Okay, I really like the red tile there, so I'm gonna take that one,
Yeah.
And replace it with my own, and I have put out a dark green one.
Oh, very nice.
The dark green tiles are a little bit more rare,
Yes.
just because there's only a few spots on your board, but it's great because it's a very powerful tile when you do get to play it.
Yes. All right, so, and we'll talk about that. I'm going to have to do kind of a wild card thing here. So I'm going to play one of my kind of crop field cards here, and then 2 as a wild card, so I can go ahead and lay that tile out. And I will get 2 points.
Yeah, very nice.
Since it has 2 unique, kind of similar to what you did. Thank you, putting me back into the lead. And actually, I would like to also turn in my
marble.
Yeah, I would like to turn that in. And I'm going to grab that green tile
Very
since it is
nice.
out and put that right there. And I will place it with a light green tile.
Okay. Boy, all right. Yeah, I really want to grab that marble area, but I don't have the cards for it. And so it's that kind of thing, like you're trying to look 2 or 3 moves ahead and make sure you've got what you need so you don't get stuck.
Yep.
I think that's okay though. So I need to play this out before I do that. So let me go ahead and play that. I'll put that there. So I have 1 red card, and then I think I will do 2 yellow cards to kind of act as a wild there. The red is great because as you can see, it has those bonus tiles as well, and so now I can pick something. Yeah, I can pick something to kind of augment here. So I think because it's so useful, I'm going to get the extra tile space.
Nice. And that does give you 2 points.
And it gives me 2 points.
So we are back tied.
Back tied again. All right.
Very
that makes me feel a little bit better about things.
All right. I am going to draw some cards.
Oh, and one thing.
Sorry.
No, go ahead and keep them. But I will note, though, since I finished a section. So this was only a 1 red spot in itself. And so up here, for 1 spot, when I fill that in, I will get 1 point.
Yep.
So we haven't done that yet because so far we've been playing in spots that are kind of connected.
Yep.
So we'll get more points when we finish those. But since that one is a spot kind of unto itself, I get 1 point for doing that as well. Pulling into the lead.
Pulling into the lead. There we were, tied for a second. And again, just as we've mentioned already, like we both very much love how descriptive the pictures are and just how you can look at it and know exactly kind of what everything is. And so as you can see, like with the 1 spot, it has that nice 1 point. The 2, you would get 3, and the 3, you would get 6.
Yep.
So
a little bit harder to do, but worth it in the end.
Worth it for the points, absolutely. I took my turn before you did your points, so it is your turn.
All right, you just grabbed some cards.
I just grabbed some cards, yes. As much as I would love to go again, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to not cheat at this moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate that.
I know.
I'm kind of keeping my eyes out for a path tile, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
so
I took it.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some cards.
Very nice. I know. I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna get some cards. Goodness gracious. All right, it's all
Okay.
here.
All right then. I didn't get what I was looking for.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
I think I don't feel bad about taking it, so I'm going to go ahead and take that one there. Especially since I do have another spot if something really good comes up. And
See, it's great to have the 2 spots.
It really is, yeah.
All right. I feel like I've just been kind of drawing cards, so I'm actually going to do what you mentioned. I'm going to do 2 wilds here. So turn in 4 cards to make kind of my 2 wilds.
Yep.
So I can play my blue tile. Because I would very much like that out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So a few things happen here. You do get 1 point for finishing
Putting
that
us
one
together
section. Yep.
once again.
And then,
I can't let you get too far ahead of the lead.
Exactly.
Then I have to start cheating.
And then the blue is great because like it shows you there, it kind of acts as a wild tile. And so you are going to get this here in your spot. And then it is wonderful because it can act as any color on your board. And when you play it, you can get whatever bonus comes with that thing.
Yes.
Now you do have to play the cards to do it, but it acts as any color tile that you want, which is really powerful.
And I like that. All right, your turn.
My turn. All right. All right. I've got that marble tile. I think I may go ahead and have to play it out. So I'm going to play 2 dark greens and 2 yellows just as wilds, because I really don't think I'm going to be using yellows or dark greens for a little while here. So I'm going to use those just as wilds to go ahead and play my marble out here, my silver tile.
Very nice.
Gray tile there.
And you finished 2.
Yes, so now this is a section that is too large, so I will get 3 points for that.
Very nice.
And then as well, I will get a marble to use as an extra turn.
So helpful.
And I'm not going to use it right now, so I'll go ahead and pass my turn to you. I'll hang on to it.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... yes, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and had to double think real quick here, because this tile does not, my little blue tile, if you will, does not match what I was about to do. So my brain stopped for a moment there, so forgive me. So I'm going to play, because I'm going to play it in the field portion. So I'm going to play a green card and 2 of those marble cards for that wild, or that silver. So I can place it right here.
Wonderful. Now the great thing about playing this wild tile here in the field is that there are 4 different kinds of crops, and since it really does truly act as a wild, you will always get a point for it. Now you don't get a point for it if it matches one that already exists, but again, because it's that wild, it can be anything, and so you'll always get that point for it. So you will get a point for that green. And then it's not yet finished.
3,
yeah, so you'll get some big points here in a little bit, maybe.
Fingers crossed, hopefully.
All right, let's see what's out, because I need a tile. I also need a few cards. I don't have too many. So I'm going to go ahead and take cards before I lock myself into a tile, I think. Yeah, that was a good decision.
I'm actually going to do the same. So I need some cards. So your turn again, good sir.
All right, I will. I think I'm going to take this red city tile.
Should have taken it.
Yeah, you waited too long.
I thought I just needed to, wait to get some cards. I was going to see what was, in the face. Apparently that was not in
not in the face.
Yeah, it was not out there for me. Whew. All right, well, I'm actually going to just draw some more cards here.
All right. I am...
I'm fine with that,
I think I'm gonna play it out. So I'm gonna play 1 red card, and then I'm gonna play a path card and a blue card there and in, kind of as that wild to be able to play that red tile. So that I'm going to put here.
Very nice.
And then again, when I play a red, I get an extra tile here.
They are great for that.
They are wonderful. I think I am going to take a worker. So the worker is great. You normally see 1 of him here, which means that when you play that orange tile, you will get 1 worker. Since I have this here, anytime I play an orange, I will get 2 workers. And workers are great because they can stand in when you play for any card.
Yes.
And I've been really struggling to have the right cards.
Actually.
So I'm hoping that maybe a couple extra workers will help me out here.
Very nice. All right, so I am actually going to play 2 of that kind of darker green so I can lay that castle, which I am very excited about. Because there's kind of that special little thing with the castle.
So first thing, you do get a point for finishing that area.
Which is lovely. And then I kind of have that zoomed up too.
Yeah, so the great thing about this is it shows these 8 tiles out here, and it says you can take it and immediately put it straight onto your board. And it's so powerful because you don't have to pay the cards for it.
Which is so nice.
And it doesn't have to stop here, which is kind of like a free turn because it goes straight to your board. So what out here are you looking to snag?
So I'm actually, to kind of secure my lead, I'm going to take one of these and place it right here to complete that section of 3 and give me 6 points.
That is awesome. So a few things happened. You didn't have this crop out here, which means that you will get a point for that. And like you said, you have a section of 3, which is worth 6 points, which really pulls you ahead into the lead.
Yes.
There you go.
And then I will replace it with an orange tile there.
Okay.
Which you might want, you know. I'm trying to help you.
I know. There were already a few, so I didn't quite need your help that way, but I actually am going to go ahead and take one of those.
Notice how you took the one that I just laid out. So.
I could have taken any of them, and I'll put out an orange tile of my own.
Very nice. Oh, so you were getting close. I thought I was ahead of you. But...
Yeah. So again, the tiles let us know when we're at the end of the round. Yeah. So I only have one tile left here. So the next time I take one, we will end the round basically and do some scoring. Which at this point is not really in my favor because I'm a little behind, but that's okay.
I'm actually, so I'm going to take this yellow tile and get kind of caught up here and have one tile left as well.
I do like that tile as well.
They are great.
You know what? I am going to, I really want to get a few points before the round ends, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in any way. So
get one.
Maybe. Woohoo!
Gets you one step closer.
One step closer. I'm going to snag this tile while it's out here before you get it.
Yes.
So I'm going to take that tile, put mine out here, and that ends the round. So I am now empty in that first one here. So a few things happen here. At this point, we are going to score, and the scoring is really interesting.
Yes,
I think it's really cool. Because what happens here is that we are going to add up all of our green points and add them to our red points. So I will get 8 points on the red here. Chelsea, you will get 14.
Yeah.
But the most interesting thing about this is that the green track doesn't reset.
Yes.
And so we will stay here on the green track and continue adding here for our second and our third rounds, which really means the more points you're able to get in that first round is going to kind of have a cumulative effect.
Yes.
So you've really got a good start here.
That's my plan.
I've got to kind of overcome this. Now, in our turn here as well, Chelsea still has one tile. She will have to play that before she starts onto her second stack. So you do always have to play from your leftmost stack. And since you were the first player, it really kind of ends things there, and I will let you start off the next round.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually, I have 2 yellows, so I'm going to go ahead and turn, I should show this. I have 2 yellow cards, and so I'm going to do that so I can play my yellow tile here.
Very nice.
And that allows me, and I'll show this, because again, I just love how descriptive it is. So with the yellow, you can see it has that nice picture of those 3 cards, so I can automatically draw 3 cards. So it's kind of like I did 2 things at once. I laid a tile and I drew cards.
Absolutely.
And a little bit more than what I have.
Yeah, that's very nice. Now that is not affected by these here. It is just those 3 cards.
Yes.
So, very good. All right, I've got 2 tiles here. I kind of want to lay a few of them. I'm going to start by laying the orange down. I'm going to put it here. And then again, when I play the orange, I get workers. And since I have this bonus tile, I will actually get 2 workers,
which is
wonderful.
so nice. I'm a little jealous.
And I didn't show. I do have the cards to play that, so I will turn those in.
I know. I feel like, you could be cheating now. All right, so I am going to, because I don't have anything, I just realized, I'm going to grab one of these orange tiles, because I would like some workers as well, and catch up.
Ooh, that's a great one.
It is a great one.
Yeah.
This is where I wish I had a marble right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Yeah, I understand.
Definitely.
Don't you feel like you've already gotten too many of them and maybe you should share the wealth and, help out?
If it helps.
The other influential prince that's trying,
If it helps, I guarantee that'll be the last red tile I take.
Oh, thanks.
If that makes you feel better.
Notice how you already have 2 and I have none.
That's true. That's true. All right, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right.
I don't have any.
And of course you didn't, repay it by putting out,
I'm sorry, yeah.
All right, so I would like a worker because those are great. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 of those orange cards so I can lay this tile and get a worker as well as a point because I will finish in my 3 spots where I could lay it. I will finish. I would like it here, actually.
Okay. Yep, so you finished that area, so you'll get a point there.
And put out, oh no, whoops. JK, don't look at that.
Nope.
Here I thought I was
And
just, all of a sudden, yes,
you get a worker.
A worker.
Yep.
I was just so ready to just put out another tile.
I know.
I'm hoping for other things to come out, which
Yeah.
is why I'm so ready, I think, to put out another tile.
Absolutely. And one thing that we haven't run into, we do have 3 oranges here.
Mm-hmm.
If you do kind of get stuck to where you've got too many, there is a rule that's built in that says if you have 5 of the same color,
Yes.
you'll take those up and replace them with some of those neutral tiles instead of from ours. So if there's something that we really don't want, or it kind of gets too full up there is something in place for that. I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards.
Very nice.
And hopefully get towards being able to... I've kind of locked myself in here, but I'm feeling good about it because they're great tiles. I just need to be able to play them.
I'm going to go ahead and actually grab another worker tile here. Oh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing everything else to put out. And I'll put out a yellow tile.
All right.
See, I also know that I need cards, so I think my brain's
Yeah.
like, and I'll just steal some cards while he's not
Take
looking.
some cards, too.
To help myself out here.
Okay, I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and play my red tile. So I'm going to play a red with... let's do...
Really?
light-
Not a worker?
Yeah, actually, you're right. I should...
I'm
yeah,
shocked.
no,
You have 2.
It's been so long since I got them. So again, a worker will stand in place of any color. So I have 1 red card. I will use 1 worker as well. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And that will let me play.
I don't know
my
why
red
I'm
tile
helping you
here.
since you stole the tile that I wanted, but
I appreciate it. All right, so a few things happen here. I played a red tile, so I will get to pick something extra over there.
Yeah.
I think I would like to draw another card when I
Wow.
draw. So you can kind of stack these up. So I will now be drawing 4 cards when I draw. And then I also finished a section that is too large,
So you'll
which
get
means
3
3 points.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
And one more thing.
That's right.
You finished all of your reds.
I did.
As much as I don't want to give you more points, technically it's fair that you get more points.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. So each one, so I filled out all of the red spaces on my board. There are a few different of these, 1 for each color.
Yes.
So since I am the first player to finish, I will get 2 points.
Yeah.
And there's actually a couple different points for each one because the reds there's only a few of those. But
So,
like for
orange.
instance, if we finish the orange, you get 3 points. And then there's also for second player as well.
Sorry, one more, just to kind of, which it's kind of going out there.
A little hard
but
to
first,
see.
for the dark green, you get 4 points.
Yep, for that light green.
Yeah.
Now, so for first, I get
2 points.
2 points there, and then we'll kind of flip it over. If Chelsea's able to finish, or if we were playing with more people, the second person to finish all of their reds would also get a point as well.
And those, of course, I'll kind of show off. So we did show that orange one. The first would get 3, and you flip it over. The second would get 1. And then that dark green, the second would get 2 points. Excuse me.
Awesome. All right. So
and I just love that. I really like that mechanism of just flipping it over. That was really fun for me. All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm going to add that back over there.
Perfect.
Thank you. Is it me? Yes,
That's
it's
your
me.
turn. Yeah, I had a few things going on.
I know. I feel like you had a lot going on, actually, and so it really threw me off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 more of those orange cards in order to go ahead and straight away play this tile. I'm trying to think where I would like it to go. I'm going to continue to build over here. Get 1 point.
1 point there.
And another worker.
And another worker.
Yeah. Try and build up on some of those, and hopefully some tiles that I'm looking for will come out soon.
Absolutely. Okay, I am going, since I got this, I'm going to go ahead and use that power.
That's so great.
I'm going to draw 4 cards.
I am a little jealous about that.
And pass it to you.
You have so many cards. I have 2.
I'm working my way. I've got a few different options here that I'm thinking about.
I feel like I'm just a prince, and you're currently the influential prince over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this yellow tile to help me get some cards when I play that. And I will put out a path tile.
I've been looking for that one.
I have 2.
All right, so I will right away snag that path tile.
feel like I'm just helping you, like get victory at this point.
I appreciate that. It's very kind for two princes to work together. One of them generally is going to be a little bit stronger than the other.
Yeah,
I'd like to point out that you're still winning, so I need some help.
I mean, you know, for now, I'm winning. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 2 cards here. All right, your turn, my dear.
All right, I will.
Good sir.
Boy, all right, I'm going to go ahead and play because I'd love to get that path tile out there.
Yes.
I don't have any path cards, but like you said, I have a lot of cards.
You do have a lot of
I
cards.
also have a worker, so I'm going to use a worker as a path, as one of the cards there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play 2 light green cards as that other one.
Very nice.
Go ahead and let
Is
me
it cool
play
if I
that.
draw your top so I can
Sure.
show it here? All right. So here is your card.
Yeah, so this is one's very interesting.
Yeah.
It allows
You got
me
some good
to
stuff.
it allows me to get a card.
Yes.
And as well, it gives me 1 point, but it specifies
Yes,
the
it
color.
specifies.
It's a red point, so I will take 1 red point.
Yeah, moving you closer there. Very nice. That's a good one. All right.
All right, and then I played it in a spot that has 2 spaces, so I don't get any points yet, but hopefully soon.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to turn in 1 of my yellow and a worker in order to lay my yellow tile here, which will give me 3 cards, and actually 3 points as well, because I finished a 2 space there. And make sure I get 3 cards here. All right, your turn.
Wonderful. All right. There's a few things out I would like. I definitely need some oranges.
If you could, play something really good that I would like from that'd be great.
See what happens. So I'm going to pick up, oh, I'm sorry, I put it right onto my board. I was trying to cheat there.
Now who's cheating?
So I'm going to pick it up, put it in this space there, and then I need to
Normally
replace
I'm
it.
the one who cheats. That's like my thing. Oh, come on.
Light green? Looks like some grapes out there.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I should take something. So I'm going to take 1 of these silver because, I keep saying I wish I had a marble, and so that would probably help. Oh, come on.
That's a great
And I
tile.
will replace it with a dark green.
That's a great tile.
It is a wonderful tile.
Unfortunately, I'm full up, but I do have a marble of my own to help me take an extra action. So I mean,
but you don't have to use it.
I don't
it's
necessarily.
Just there. I mean, I just want to encourage you to think, I don't technically have to use it.
I'd like to point out you're still winning with all of this. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play 1 orange card, and I'm going to play. Let's do a silver and a light green, just kind of as a wild. Let's play out that orange.
Get your 2 workers back so you don't have to do wild anymore.
So I'm going to play that here,
Very
which will
nice.
get me 3 points.
See, you're catching up, Mr.
I'm working my way. I also get 2 workers since I have that extra tile there. And then I could turn in a marble. And I think I should.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get these grapes for a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I've been looking for, because everything else has been the wheat or the olive trees, and I haven't been able to put something else in here.
I feel like you're
That's
doing
what
that
I
to
wanted.
be kind.
I need a replacement.
Replace just in case.
Is there a nice red town tile?
Man, I want that one
I don't need that, so it's all for you.
Okay, well, while that's very kind, I'm going to take that that green tile.
I thought you might want that
Yeah,
one.
I would very much like that one, and I'll give you an orange tile.
Okay. All right, let's see.
I'm shocked, honestly, that you didn't grab
No, that's crazy. I'm going to play 2 light green cards so that I can go ahead and play this out here. So this will, again, I've been looking because I have the wheat and the olive trees. I needed grapes or the livestock in order to get a point. So when I play that, I will get a point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up here.
On top of that, oh no,
I have
it's
1
a
more
3.
space.
Yeah, never mind. I was just trying to give you more points.
All right, your turn.
All right, so, shocking, I'm going to go ahead and play that right away.
Okay.
I know. So I'm going to turn in that and a worker to be able to play that out right away, which will finish that little section.
That's right.
And on top of that, before I go ahead and do what that card does,
Very nice.
I finish all of my dark green, which I actually...
There you go.
Nope, I thought I had it over here. All right, so I will be the first player to finish all that dark green, giving me 2 more points.
2 more points.
Which you can get 1 if you
Maybe.
finish it.
Let's see if I get that, yeah.
I
didn't realize that.
Yeah, and then I can go ahead and grab. Again, it shows you, great, you can grab from that common area and place it straight on without having to play those cards. And since I have been wanting a red one for so long, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play that right over here.
That's a great combo. So in filling up the red, you get a point for that.
Yes.
And you can get your bonus tile.
I know, I just got to think now. Drawing extra cards would be great. I think I'm actually, because I have been desperately wanting these marbles. I'm gonna get 2 the next time, since I have 1 there, and I'm probably gonna play it. Yeah, and then let me replace that red tile.
All right. Okay, I've got not a lot of cards, but I get to draw a lot. So let me go ahead and draw, and I'll get 4 cards for that.
That's where it was tough. The drawing would be great, but
wonderful. That's exactly what I needed.
All right, I'm gonna draw. Not as many as you, but I'm gonna draw a couple.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like I shouldn't tell you what's in my hand, but I just find this very amusing. I have 1 of each color now. So
it's not exactly what you want.
Not exactly what I'm going for, but I just feel like it's kind of fun that I have 1 of each color in my hand at the moment.
I am going to play, so I've got 2 blue cards. I'm going to go ahead and play that in.
I am a huge fan of that, with that kind of special tile.
I can put that here. So I do fill in a space, so that's 1 point there, and then I get 1 of these wild tiles. Yeah. Wonderful.
All right, well, I'm going to draw cards for no particular reason.
Hoping to find a match somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. And it is your turn.
All right. Let's see what's out. All right, I've been trying to get a path for a while, so I'm going to go ahead. No, I have to have the cards to play it still, though, so I don't have the cards for that.
You do have workers.
I do have workers.
I feel like I keep telling you have workers. Look at those workers.
And I'm actually going to let them do some heavy lifting for me. So you can use 1 worker for any card. I'm going to go ahead and use both of them for both of those. So I'm going to use that to play out on the path here, which finishes that path section that's too big, so that'll be 3 points, and then I get a card.
Oh, well, will you look at that?
That's
you get
wonderful.
I'll
take it.
I'm a little jealous of that. It's like you didn't even play it.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I am going to play 1 of those silver for that marble, and then I will play 2 for a wild, so I can get that out and get 2 marbles, which I think will greatly help me, hopefully. Maybe I can do some really cool.
Where are you playing that out to?
That's a great question. I'm really loving the idea of getting, possibly 6 points again for finishing that 3. So I think I am. I think I'm going to kind of build towards that.
All right, very nice. All right, let's see. I've got...
Try and get some high points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm starting to catch up to you a little bit
here. You are, I know.
Here.
Maybe I should have to get that 1 just to put between us a little bit further.
But again, the way that this works is we're working here. I'm 2 behind you here, and I'm quite a few behind you here. So I'd really have to kind of overcome you on the green to catch up to you on the red. So I'm working pretty hard. I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
I think you are.
I am going to go ahead and take 1 of these yellow tiles.
Very nice.
And I'll replace it with another yellow tile.
Alright, what do I want to do here? You know, I'm feeling a yellow tile as well, so I'm going to take 1 of those and replace it with a path tile. Which I'm gonna turn in a marble.
Yeah, alright.
And I'm gonna grab that path tile as
well. That's a great way to use that, since normally when you put out something, you kind of have to wait until it comes back around. Having that on hand to just snag it is great.
Which, that is my last tile right there. Now the question is, can I play a double marble?
Yep. No, you can only play one on per turn.
If only he would have said yes, I could have done it.
Now, so since Chelsea's the first player and
yes.
she ended that round, I actually get to go, so that it's a fair amount of turns. So I will go ahead and take a look. Boy, I wasn't realizing it was going to be so close.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was going to be a path tile, and I was immediately going to want to grab it.
I think I will play 2 yellow cards to put this out. That'll give me another point, basically, here to move me a little bit closer.
Get you 3 cards.
Give me 3 cards. And then I think at this point, just for the sake of time, we kind of need to wrap up. So let's talk about the way that this would go and then kind of end of game scoring. So let's say that this were the end of the game. We will go ahead and let's do the points here. So I'm going to get 22 more points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21, 22 there.
Very nice.
And then you will get 23 more. Three, all right. And then at the end of the game, there are a few things that you can get an extra couple points to as well. So you'll receive 1 victory point for each unplaced tile. So you've got 2 of those, and we'll count those on the red track here. And I have 1 unplayed tile. You also get a point for each marble piece. You have 1 of those.
See, you should have let me play it. Let me cheat just a little bit.
And any workers that we have, which we don't have. And then last, you will get a point for each 3 cards in your hand. So it was good that I grabbed a few of those. I get 2 extra points there.
2 as well.
And 2 for you as well. Wonderful. So again, we're gonna cut it short of the third, but that's the way that it normally works.
Yeah, and just really quick with like the scoring, because we did only do 2 rounds there, and obviously as you can see with where we are, we would start to get kind of going around that again, and so we do have these handy little tiles, which I'll show them off, that you can kind of put in the middle to show that you've passed 50, and then, flip it over when you pass 100 as well.
Yep.
And so those normally do and would come into play kind of in the center as well.
Yep, absolutely. All right, but I think that's a really good representation of the game.
Yeah.
We've really enjoyed this game. And like I said, Castles of Burgundy is our all-time favorite game. And this has a lot of the same kind of flavor to it as far as being able to play the tiles, the colors with the colors and getting those points when you complete areas. But we felt that this is a really kind of approachable version of it, to where it's a little bit easier to teach. It goes a little bit quicker if you're looking for something maybe a little bit shorter as well.
Yeah, and I will say we have played it with more than just the 2 of us. Again, this you can have 2 to 4 players, and we played it with my mom, and she loved it. She is now obsessed with this game. It did help that she completely stomped us both.
Yeah, she did really well.
On her first time playing, she just dominated and completely won, and now she is obsessed with Castles of Tuscany, and it's very easy to see why. It's a very enjoyable game. We have a lot of fun playing it, and we've just really enjoyed it.
So again, this has been Castles of Tuscany. We highly recommend picking it up. Again, it's for 2 to 4 players. It's priced at $45.99 and is available on Amazon in the U.S. And we highly recommend that you pick up a copy.
Yeah, definitely do.
All right. With that, again, we are brand ambassadors with Ravensburger. We thank you so much for joining us for our demo of Castles of Tuscany.